been helping coaching a track team over at Liberty High School for like the last 3 or 4 years, I want to say.
Okay.
So we just wrapped up track season, and then so that's kind of been my hands-on with the sprinters, trying to help those guys get better. Because my big thing is I just love to see young people go off and be successful. I don't want nothing in return. I just want you to go off and let you know that there's more in the world than just Liberty, South Carolina. Like, just go off and experience and have a great college experience. So that's kind of why I really volunteered my time to go out and help, because I just love seeing young people go off and be successful. I'm very fortunate enough to be around Keyshawn King. He's a triple jumper. He's out in Stanford. And you know how smart you got to be to get to Stanford. But just being around him, seeing his work ethic, I mean, it kind of just give you another fire. Like, that's you in it for the right reason, because you're seeing these young people take your advice and trying to make themselves better. And then I got some good news coming here. I can't disclose it right now, but something special.
Hey, come on, give it to me now.
In a couple weeks, couple months here. But I'm excited about the opportunity that I got. So stay tuned.
All right, now what about, you got a camp coming up?
Got a camp coming up here in June. It's the 23rd. Do it right there at Allen Reeves Complex, right there at the indoor. Very fortunate enough to be able to use the facilities. So it's the only downside is I can only have 5th through 8th grade. If you haven't signed up, you can just go to CJ Spiller Camp. You can register online, or you can if you want to walk up. We take walk-ins as well. So I mean this is the 8th year. You talking about time flying, man? 8th year that we doing this camp, and just to see the way that it grown each and every year. And I'm never like a big numbers guy. Like, I mean, some camps you'll see people have 400 kids, and I'm not knocking that. There's nothing wrong with that. But me, I just like that personal one-on-one feel. So I like to keep my numbers real low, that 50 to 70 range, just because I want to give that kid some one-on-one attention.
Oh yeah.
And when you have that many kids, it's hard to see everybody.
Well, see, you learned that from Dabo.
Yeah.
I've been to Dabo's camps, which are fixing to start up.
Yep.
And man, people, you see him and he's soaking wet. Well, you go down to Columbia, and their coach rides up on a golf cart and takes some pictures and goes to his office. Mm-hmm. Hey, you tell them Dabo is a coach with those kids.
And that's the one thing that I love about him, is that he's very hands-on. He takes pride into everything that he does, and when it comes to those camps, he's all in. So I'm looking forward to it. I never been to none of his camps, so I think I'm gonna try to get out there one day this weekend and see what all the hoopla be about.
Well, I got a lot of parents, and they think the hat can perform miracles.
Yeah, you can.
And they say, how can we get Dabo to look at our kids? And I called Dabo, and he said the best way. So all of y'all, instead of calling me, you sign them up for Dabo's youth camp. Because Dabo told me, he said, if they come to our camp and they show out, we see it, and that's the first step.
That is the first step. I mean, a lot of times people, like you say, they'll come up to you. They may come up to me. How can you help my kid? I always tell kids, if you're good, they'll find you. No matter where you at, they'll find you. But you got to be willing to put in work. I think we living in a generation now that doesn't understand the term hard work that you have to put in. Nothing's gonna be given to you. They're not gonna just come see you. Just gonna see you. I mean, you got to be very special, especially. From my perspective, growing up in a small town kid, you definitely have to put in twice his work, because you're in a small town and they might not even heard of Little Lake Butler, where I'm from.
Oh yeah. Well, and that brings up we're getting close to the end of the show, so we got to go. Next show will be in 2 weeks on Wednesday night, and our guest is going to be Robert Smith. Now, me and Robert Smith, and I was telling CJ the other day, we're going down to Lawrence Middle School, and he is going to speak to 275 3rd through 5th graders. Mm-hmm. And he's going to bless them. I mean, he's going to let them know that there's more than Lawrence.
Right.
Just like you said, man, you ain't got to be here you can be whatever you want to be.
Right, exactly, and Robert gets it, and I think that's one of the things that you get when you're at Clemson. You understand that it's more than just, it's bigger than yourself. You little kids want to be you. So how do you give back to your community and to these younger kids that's looking up to you, idolizing you, making sure that you doing the right thing. So Robert Smith he's going to be a great guest for you because he understands the importance of giving back and reaching the younger youth.
All right, man. Hey, you getting married?
Yeah, getting married, man. About to get ready to cross over that bridge.
Hey, it's gonna be a good one. I've met that bride to be back there.
Yeah, she does.
I think you hit a home run.
I hit a home run.
Yes,
I appreciate it. That's what I was trying to do. Now she's been riding down with me.
Hey, so that's probably keeping you busy planning that wedding.
Yeah, I mean, our agreement is that I only discuss wedding things. I might get a lot of slack on this on the Facebook. You might see a lot of slack, but I only discuss wedding things only on Monday and Tuesday.
Oh, hey, well, see, I wanted to go to that baseball tournament, but I got to do 3 weddings this weekend.
See that?
So anything you got a problem with, you call me.
Call you. Gotcha.
All right. Man, we appreciate your time. We love you, buddy.
Thank you.
Hey, appreciate you being a Tiger.
Yes, sir.
And, hey, live from the first Chat with the Hat, it's CJ Spiller and the Hat. Go Tigers. We done?